easy to enroll or tender. It might be your physical health future is bet in this academy. And because it's very hard, even your life is in danger. PMA has a tri-service academy. In the last 2 years of training, introduced as a specialized branch of service and specific courses. These fresh cadets in the future became the most trusted officer in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, with a prestigious leadership school in our country today that have a specific branch of service that is ready for anything, like field ready, flat ready, or squadron ready. There has a very advantage if you graduate in this kind of academy, because expect that your lowest rank in the military or PNP is lieutenant. This is very good opportunity, but behind of this advantage and goodwill as a future lieutenant of the Armed Forces of the Philippines is far from what we expect. Because some people say that this academy is battle of brain, but the truth is like schooling at hell, because of hazing that impossible to lose in this kind of a secret requirement as a cadet of PMA, but reach of the deaths of some cadets inside of their barracks. And the common cause of their deaths is brutality and humiliation endured by cadets in the hands of the upperclassmen. And this is the list of the cadets' deaths with the shocking evidence cause of their deaths. (1978) Manuel Salas. The Bravo Company laid on the box on February 13, 1987. 4 days before the completion of their plebe year, as their upperclassmen dubbed shot puts hefty metal balls into their naked tummies. 4th class cadet Manuel Salas, one of the plebes, was slain. 1981 Andres Ramos Jr. 4th class cadet Andres Ramos Jr. died traumatic shock after being beaten by some of his upperclassmen in November 1981. A military court condemned a cadet to 5 years of hard labor and the next year of his rule in Ramos hazing. For failing to report the incident, another cadet was expelled from the institution for a year. 2001, Edward Domingo and Monico de Guzman. 4th class cadet Edward Domingo, 20 years old, was beaten up on his dormitory by many 2nd class cadets on March 10, 2001. As an initiation rite of passage of his 2nd year at the academy, Domingo was allegedly pounded 8 times in the buttocks with a pipe before being punched repeatedly in the abdomen until he collapsed. At the PMA Station Hospital, he died of a cardiorespiratory attack. Cadet 4th class Monico de Guzman died a month later on April 7 while being treated at the Baguio General Hospital for injuries acquired brutal beating at the academy. 2 cadets were convicted of a homicide in the killing of Domingo in 2002 and sentenced to 12 years in jail. 2019 Darwin Dormitorio. 4th class cadet Darwin Dormitorio spent the last month of his life following the whims of the several upperclassmen in his squad. They ridiculed and tortured him over the minor issues like misplaced pair of combat boots and his gentle being shot like a fowl. A 20-year-old lived preserved until his body is condemned to the unmarkable kicks and blows he received from his fellow cadets. Dormitory's tenure at the academy has been a living horror. According to the police investigation, his death on September 16 from cardiac arrest caused by an initial hemorrhage. The PMA was shaken by the case. Both superintendent and cadet commander resigned. The commanding officer and attendant physician felt at the same way. Because of these victims and deaths, their families and relatives seek for justice in the slain cadets, even though the shown evidence is not quite truth and trusted. The lives of their beloved children can't bring back. But the academy leadership has included hazing in the cadets' honor system. That is, their tactical officer are now encouraged to routinely ask them if they have been victims or perpetrators of hazing. And they are honor bound to answer honestly. The honor system dedicates that cadets never lie, cheat, or steal. As a warrior of homeland, cadet must have heart and soul. Susi declared as assumed command of the institution earlier this week. Because of their motto emphasized allegiance to the nation rather than to one another, the school, or the uniformed service.